Welcome to the full-time MBA program. At IMD, we offer two, full-time and part-time. And today I'm here to run you through the full-time MBA program. So we are based in Lausanne, Switzerland, wonderful, beautiful place, and amongst the Alps and the lake. We offer a full-time program that starts in January, ends in December. And we're now currently recruiting for the 2027 class. So what do we offer at IMD? First of all, for those of you who don't know IMD is a school that has roots in industry. We are a Nestle baby. We were born, in fact, from Nestle's need to train their managers back in the 70s, 60s even, until they merged with a different company, Alcan Aluminium, and then suddenly grew their offering for learning and development for their managers. Now, we grew so much that we couldn't really be part of a company that doesn't specialize in education. And so we stepped out and became a foundation for profit. And that's what we still do. We specialize in learning and development for all sorts of managers, all types of companies, all sorts of businesses globally. Really, the people that attend our courses, not just the degrees, come from all over the world. So for the MBA program, we look at what we offer. We look at the program in terms of skills that you need for the job market. And we divide them into three types. Functional skills. So of course, all those skills, all those subjects that belong in an MBA program and that you absolutely need to have in a full-time degree program. Those are the ones that give you the degree. Of course, IMD is known for its leadership. We have a full module, a full program within a program that is there to develop your leadership skills. What does that mean? That means your capacity to lead, your capacity to self-reflect, your capacity to know yourself so that you can lead others. And that isn't something that is taught, it's something that is facilitated, that is allowed, that comes out under certain circumstances. And that's what we promise we deliver throughout the full year. And then, of course, transversal skills. Those are the skills that we've seen that now in the job market you need to have, so that also you can transfer them as you change and switch between industries and job functions. Because today, the job that lasts for 20 years, for 30 years, as it doesn't exist, does require you to be flexible and know what you have to offer in terms of skills rather than in terms of jobs and titles. Now, that's what does it look like a little bit more? The leadership skills that really make up what IMD is known for. Interpersonal skills, interpersonal, interpersonal, teamwork, and the ability to communicate, whether on a one-to-one, whether with a team, in a strategic setting with the board, and so on. And that's really at the heart of the leadership skills. We also offer 20 hours of leadership development with coaches, with team coaches, but also with psychologists. Functional skills, what I was talking about, what belongs in an MBA program, and then of course transversal skills, systems thinking, pattern recognition, asking good questions, quantifying strategies, these skills that are transferable that you'll need in your toolbox to move in between jobs and industries. Now, part of the things that you'll do at IMD are very, very practical. That's what we are known for. We're a small school, so we stay relevant by chopping and changing and adapting, and no one year is exactly like the next year. So no one cohort really experiences the same as the next cohort. Certainly what you all need to know, what you'll all need to know about is AI. You'll even have your own AI and your own agentic AI following through the program. Of course, you'll need to be entrepreneurial, and learn how to start and scale up your own company. That's part of what you'll be learning in the entrepreneurial stream, in the entrepreneurship stream. And of course, you'll be applying that through the international consulting projects. The internships are part of the program now for 2 years. We're running them strong for 8 weeks in the summer, an option that you can take, and which is something that we encourage, especially if you're considering changing industry or changing geography. But certainly I can tell you a little bit more in detail, on a one-to-one basis. Now, what are we looking for? We're really very much looking for, this I wanted to show you. This slide is really what the year looks like. It's 10 modules, it even starts even before January, and it goes through the whole year, addressing the different topics on a module basis. So you always can place yourself within the timeline. It's experiential. This is what I was going to say before. And what I want to go to, I want to really go into the deadlines, how you apply for that. We're now in the application round for 2027. So we're looking at July, and then of course we have September and October. The process is within 6 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks, you'll have your final decision. And what is very particular about IMD is that we invite you for an assessment day, which means once your application is through, you'll either be invited for 2 days on campus or half a day online, so that we can see you in action and have you interviewed for half an hour. After that, we will then give you your answer also with the scholarship decision. So what are we looking for? We're looking for driven, ambitious, curious people that really feel that this is the right time for them to do an MBA according to what their plan is and for their development, whether it's short term, 5-6 years, to longer term. What really are they looking for in an MBA program, and why now are certainly the biggest questions that we want to address. So the requirements is pretty much your application. We're looking for 2 years minimum work experience full-time. The average age of working experience, though, is between 3 and 8. In the application, you'll have an essay, which we will prod, but mostly what we're looking for is to understand what the achievements up to now are what will how you want to consolidate them with an MBA on top. This is a little bit as to what the class last year looked like. We had 103, so we're a small class. This year we have 90. Next year we're also looking at 90, between 25 and 34, with an average age around 3 to 8 years of work experience. And that's the industry background, how it's divided. Financing, as per usual, you'll need to work out a portfolio of what of the different parts that make up your financing, with an option to apply for different scholarships that we have, mostly on a merit basis, but also on financial need and external donors. The tuition fee is 97.5, and they're divided into 4 installments. So make sure also that you think about the cash flow. If you have any questions, I'll be in the breakout room. I'm hoping that the audio will come back, but if not, I'm happy to chat. And I've also put my email, so by all means, don't hesitate to get back to me. Thank you very much, Harold. It was a pleasure, although a bit weird. I hope that it's worked for all of you.
Thank you very much, Marcella. It was a great presentation. We could hear anything. And we learned that the IMD is even an international business school like the previous partners we have. You can study, for example, in Lausanne, in Singapore, and Shenzhen. Thank you very much, Marcella. And I give over to our next partner,